Hello Sagittarius, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Sag. How are you? Thank you so much for showing up here, my fire family. I appreciate you. So I've got some oracles here as per usual. I'm going to throw the oracles for the week ahead. We'll find out what the overall energy is for you, and then we'll get at it with some tarot. We'll throw some tarot at it. Find out what is coming up for you in the week ahead, Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you're brand new, welcome. There is a subscription button down the bottom right-hand corner if you are interested in staying and joining this beautiful Sag tribe. And if you are here and you're back, because you're always back, thanks so much for doing that. I appreciate you coming back with your clicks and your views. All right, let's find out what's going on. Look, there's a whole lot of stuff going on in March. I'm reading for March now. March is going to be busy. We have retrograde, Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde. We have a couple of eclipses that are going down, one around mid-month, one at the end of the month. Most of it's going down in Aries. Look, it's a lot. It's a lot. You might just want to visit your favorite astrologer on the platform to find out how it's all going to affect you, Sag. But it's a lot of moving parts. I'm just saying. Venus will be in retrograde. Mercury's in retrograde. It's already with the shadow phase with Mercury retrograde. Tell me what's going on with Sag in the week ahead, please. We have magic work through you. I like it. Card number 7. Scarab beetle is here. And although the scarab beetle is a beetle, it's a bug. But it is a good omen. It is a good omen when the scarab beetle shows up. So we've got card number 52, which is a 7. And for me, 7s are all about heaven. And it's like divine intervention. Magic works through you. Magician energy, manifestation energy is what it feels like. You see clearly now. I kind of love that. So you see clearly now, as the owls do. They can see for miles and miles, right? We have card number 43. Look, we've got 2 7s. I'm just saying, maybe we'll have another 7 show up. Maybe you're about to hit some sort of manifestation jackpot. I'm not saying you're going to, jackpot means a lot of things, not just money, right? You see clearly now. There is something here that you're going to see very clearly. Embrace the in-between. This is where you are right now, Sagittarius. You're in the in-between, feeling like nothing is happening here, Elsie. What are you talking about? No prospects for anything. Not for money, not for love, not for anything. But I feel like it's because you're in the in-between right now. You're not yet pulled out of an old vibration and not yet fully into the new vibration. So I feel like that's where you're at this time. Sort of waiting for this magic to show up here. Tell me more about Sag, please. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sagittarius. Ooh, okay, there we go. There's a lot of potential here. It's potential for something to blow. I always say when I see this card, but it does feel like something's coming to the surface is what it feels like. I feel like you always knew there was the potential for this magic to show up or for your manifestation to show up, but I don't think you realize how close it is to the surface. We see that this volcano is puffing ash, right? And that's sort of the indication that things are bubbling right to the surface. Very, very close to the surface here, Sag. We've got purification. Something's going to be made new again or clean. It's like we never really expect to see the rainfall when the sun is out. And so I feel like it's going to be an exceptional time, like something very different that you don't expect, like a sun shower, is going to show up for you. It could definitely be a sun shower, but I feel like it's mostly that this purification is allowing you to see something clearer now, because something is coming closer and closer to the surface here. Tell me more about, it feels like something is ready to show itself to you, this manifestation, this magic that is working through you here. The universe is about to show you something spectacular here. That's what it feels like. Tell me more about Sag. One last card till we get to the tarot. We've got surrender. So I think that's your only job right now. You are in the in-between, as we saw right here. You're in this place where you haven't left the old vibration but haven't entered the new vibration yet. This is the new moon, by the way. New moon in Pisces today. Happy new moon. And so this is the beginning of a new cycle for you. So maybe it doesn't feel like it right now. I feel like your only job right now is to surrender to all of it. It says, I can release my control. my need to control. And Sag, I feel like sometimes you do like to control the situation, right? Just so it plays out the way that you want it to. I'm not saying you're a control freak. I'm just saying that sometimes maybe that you chase things to make sure that they act out, or maybe that they end up working out for you the way you want them to. I don't think you're supposed to do that right now. I think you're supposed to sit in the in-between. You will be seeing things clearer, and I feel like you're supposed to be surrendering it to the universe and saying, look, bring me what I'm supposed to have. Tell me what I'm supposed to have. We do have lavender here, which is healing, but we do have violet here, which is the third eye. And the third eye may be opening here to some sort of security or stability. We've got red there. Could be the root chakra. We've got perseverance, again, more violet energy. It says, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So I think that if what surrender is what you're supposed to do at this time, until you can see something clearer that maybe is a little bit foggy right now, I feel like you're supposed to have the perseverance to be in the, embrace the in-between at this time. All right, let's find out what the tarot says here. Tell me about Sagittarius. My fire family, tell me about Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Sag, please. Tell me about this magic that is working through Sag. It's almost at the surface. Feels like a manifestation is just waiting to show itself to you, but the universe wants you to surrender. How much do you want it, Sag? Can you let go of control for a moment to let the universe figure things out? We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the King of Cups. And we've got Temperance. That is you. That's your card, Sag, right? It feels like something here is about to happen in a moment of alchemy. Temperance is healing, but it's also kind of going back and forth, waiting for the right moment for something to happen here. I feel there's a really, two reallys, maybe three, a really abundant love showing up for you here. For some of you, the King of Cups is here. And so it does feel like this person is someone who is very grounded and solid. This person is somebody who's really good when things around them are, when waves are crashing on the rocks. It feels like that person is able to keep the stability. This is the one who you feel protected by, protected when you're around. This person also is somebody who I feel has a lot of deep feelings for you, but is not showing anything on the surface. That is what emotional intelligence is. We're gonna play this like adults here. There's not going to be any love bombing. I'm not going to come at you. And I feel like this Temperance energy is telling me that when this person is ready, they will come forward. Your only job is to surrender in the in-between and wait for the new cycle to begin here. Tell me more about Sag. We've got the Nine of Cups. Yeah, you need to work on receiving, Sag. Opening your arms to whatever will come without trying to control the outcome. We have the Ace of Swords, and it's touching here with the King of Cups. That's how I read. Sort of blend the energies that are touching each other. And it feels like your wish fulfillment is the King of Cups, whether they are a Scorpio, a Pisces, a Cancer, or not. This is an energy as well. It's not just a person, right? This is the energy of someone, whoever their sign. They could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They could be someone who is another Sagittarius. But this person has really deep feelings that I feel that they're going to express to you, Sag. It feels like there's a clarity that is going on within the King of Cups right now, a realization or an aha moment, and it's coming in the moment of alchemy, with Temperance. This person is starting to get a different sort of feeling about you, that you are very healed, that you are maybe someone who is sort of in an abundance expansion at this time, that life is sort of opening itself up to you. It feels like with this Nine of Cups here, that your arms are open to the universe, and I think the King of Cups can see that you're ready to receive whatever may come to you. And that's why the King of Cups is showing up with the extra cup. I think you're about to be very happy with some sort of communication or the beginning of a cycle. Look, today's the beginning of a cycle. Today is the new moon in Pisces, right? So I feel like it is, I feel like there definitely is something that you're going to be hearing about. And it's going to give you peace. We've got the King, sorry, not the King, but the Knight of Wands in the reverse. And so I feel like things are moving slowly, Pentacles, right? I feel like things are moving slowly here because you got yourself somebody who's emotionally intelligent. You got yourself a whole ass adult, right? Feminine or masculine. You've got somebody who's not chasing, who's not love bombing, somebody who's giving stability, and they know that there's no hurry to do that because this person knows, being in their psychic and intuitive energy, that whatever's meant for them will never pass them by. You've got an actual adult on your hands. So I feel like with this Ace of Pentacles, it's telling me that this king wants to take that cup and invest in the Nine of Cups. I feel like that person sees you as their wish fulfillment. And you're like, okay, but why aren't they saying anything? And I mean, some of you, this is a general reading. For some of you, this just isn't your reading. But for those of you who know who I'm talking about, I feel like you're the one that I'm talking to, that this king is sort of bubbling at the surface here and ready to huff and puff here, like to show you their ash. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like they're about to show you some sort of signal, I want to say, give you some sort of emotional signal that they are interested. Tell me about this king. We've got the Seven of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this person is kind of holding themselves back right now. It feels like with the Seven of Cups that they have a lot of opportunities or options in love, but I feel like they are picking the one cup that they want. And so I feel like the Two Cups being in the hand of this person looking up the Five is saying, which one is not going to break my heart? Which, if I make a choice, I don't want to be in regret. Which one is not going to break my heart? Tell me more. Someone is making a decision. And I feel like that it's not a decision that is now, I want to say, because the eyes are covered. It's like there's something here that I haven't yet examined. I haven't gone over it. It feels like it's like between you and another person, or maybe I could go that way or this way. It feels like somebody is trying to make a decision here, and it's a hard one. I feel like they're having sort of intrusive thoughts. It does feel, with this being Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy, Scorpio, of course, moves very, very slow, very strategic, thinks things out. I feel like the Five Swords is here because somebody is like, but what if they break my heart? So I feel like they're kind of going back and forth, not because maybe there is another person, but do I want to put myself in this situation again where I could potentially be in regret for this decision? I feel like Sagittarius is getting communication. I feel like you also have had some sort of clarity because of your psychic energy that you know who I'm talking about. We do have the Ten of Swords, we have the Empress energy, and we have the World card. So I feel like it is there is something here that I feel like you're in the in-between right now because there really is still something here that you need to release. It's pain from the past is what it is, and it feels like it is finally going to take you into your Empress energy. I feel like the preparation is also on your side. This king is thinking things out. Do I really want to do this to myself again? Do I want to try a relationship? Is that what I want to do? And I feel like on your side, you're closing doors and releasing things, and it's leveling you up. And I feel like this being in the in-between might be where you are right now. 26 is an 8. That might be where you are right now. You could be the Empress, possibly, because the Empress is the Queen of Wands as well. So it does feel like there's something here still that you need to accomplish. And I feel like what you need to accomplish is hitting some sort of milestone of releasing some sort of negative energy of this person doesn't want me, this person's never coming around. I feel like you need to change your mind or release something that's on your mind. This is what it feels like here. Tell me why we've got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. We've got the Page of Swords, we've got the Five of Pentacles, and we've got the Two of Cups. This is exactly why this person is holding back. It feels like they don't want you to think that they are a love bomber, is what it is. They're holding back in order to give the situation some stability. The Two of Cups is here with the Five of Pentacles. It tells me that maybe there's some space between you two right now. Maybe you live very far away from each other, but it feels like there is some distance between you at this time. And it feels like the distance is necessary because somebody is really trying to learn about what they want. Do I really want this Nine of Cups? Do I want to add my cup to the 9 that I see in front of me and maybe move in together, or maybe move forward in a very happy and complete sort of way with Sagittarius is what it feels like. So it does feel like there is love on this person's mind here, Sag, but it also feels like there's a distance between you right now, whether it's a distance mentally or a distance physically. There is some sort of a distance going on here right now, but I feel like it's divine timing, because I feel like you have things that you need to release and let go. And, you know, we're in the new moon today. Maybe you just closed a door with someone yesterday, or finally let go of that thought process or that thought pattern. Tell me about this communication that's coming in for Sag. What does the King of Cups want from Sag, please? We've got the 10 Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, and again, the High Priestess. So I feel like this person is trying to use their intuitive energy. They are a little bit worried. It feels like this person's been hurt before, but I really do feel like they're in solid here. You don't come at the Empress for just something temporary, and that's why the Knight of Wands is in the reverse, and that's why the 10 of Pentacles is here. If this king gets into it with you, it's going to be with their intention of having a long-term relationship. We do have the 8 of Swords. Somebody needs to get out of their head first, and this person is really worried that they'll regret, maybe feel manipulated. It feels like it is past energy that this person is worried about. That's why the 5 Swords is here. And I feel like they need to make some sort of a decision to stop being in the 5s. Because we have 5 here, we have 5 cups over the head. It feels like this person is going to be making a decision, a quick decision, over the next short period of time here. Possibly for some of you, 5, 15, maybe a couple of weeks or a little bit longer than that. For some of you, it could be a couple of months, depending on the timeline you're on and what you've learned up to this point. We've got the 8 of Wands. And that's really why these readings can't be for everybody, because we're not all at the same level of understanding, right? Because there's such a different age range here, and different experiences that we've had in our life. I feel like that this person has been holding back, but I feel like they're about to move forward here. They're about to get out of their head and tell you exactly what it is that they want from you. And I think that they want something really solid and stable. And they realize that it doesn't matter. If the Empress is supposed to be there for me, the Empress will be there for me. This is feminine or masculine, by the way. If the Empress is supposed to be there when I'm ready, the Empress will be there. And if they're not for me. So I feel like this person is really listening to their intuition. The King of Cups would. It's complete water energy. High Priestess is here, keeping quiet until I know exactly what I want. This person doesn't want to overstep. So your only job is to surrender, I think. To surrender to the waiting period, and to close some sort of door and release some sort of hard energy. Maybe somebody hurt you. Maybe you're in a mental thought pattern that's not really very good for you. But I feel like whatever it is about to pay off. So I'm going to say change is here. Change is here, my friend. It says, understand that nothing grows or evolves without movement. And so I feel like while you're creating movement in the mind, this person's creating movement in the mind. We do have perseverance. I feel like you're not supposed to give up. I feel like you're in denial that things are actually going to happen the way you want them to happen. But I feel like perseverance tells me that you never give up. Be resilient. Don't give up. I feel like something is about to show up for you, possibly in the week ahead. Some of you, it might be a little bit further than that. I'm going to leave this right here. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back, of course, because I'm always back. You guys take care. Bye-bye.